You're listening to The Plugged In Operator, part of Main Street Media. I'm Marcus. It's 5-day, June 5th, 2026. Here's what's on the board. This week's case study takes us out of the HVAC world and onto the floor of an auto repair shop, because the lesson there applies to every trade. I want to walk you through what happened at a mid-sized independent repair shop in Pennsylvania when they put AI on one specific job, and only one. Here's the setup. Like most shops, they had a leak in their process, and it wasn't in the bays. It was in the estimates. A customer brings the car in, the shop inspects it, builds a repair estimate, and sends it over. Then nothing. The customer gets busy, the estimate sits, and the approval never comes. Every shop owner listening knows this pain. You did the diagnostic work, you wrote up the job, and it just evaporates. That's not a labor problem. That's a follow-up problem. So this shop did one thing. They turned on AI-powered estimate follow-up. When an estimate goes out and doesn't get approved, the AI follows up on its own. A text, an email, a reminder, written in plain language, sent at the right time without anyone at the shop lifting a finger. No new hire. No new bay. They didn't change how they fix cars at all. They changed what happens to a quote after it leaves the building. Here are the results, and they're documented. Within 30 days, their estimate approval rate climbed 15%. That higher approval rate pushed up their average repair order, and because more approved jobs meant fuller bays, their bay utilization improved too. One automated follow-up sequence rippled straight through to revenue. And separately, shops that switched on AI for customer communication have reported a 30% jump in engagement inside the first week. Now, why does a 15% approval bump matter so much? Because it's found money. Those were jobs the shop had already earned. The car was already there. The diagnosis was already done. The labor of writing the estimate was already spent. The only thing standing between that shop and the revenue was a follow-up that nobody had time to make. The AI didn't create new demand. It stopped existing demand from leaking out the back door. Your action from this case study: pull your own estimate or quote numbers from last month. Count how many you sent, and count how many got approved. That percentage is your approval rate. If it's sitting below 70%, follow-up is your single biggest and cheapest opportunity. And it's one of the easiest things you can hand to an AI. Fix the leak before you go looking for more water. Now, before we close the week, let's look at where this is heading, because the way you'll buy this kind of tool is about to change. For the last 2 years, adding AI to your business meant going out and buying a separate product, a standalone call agent, a separate follow-up app, another login, another bill. That era is ending. The big platforms operators already run are now building AI directly into the software you're paying for. ServiceTitan has an AI assistant called Atlas built right into the platform. HouseCall Pro now answers calls and books appointments natively. Jobber ships a free AI copilot. The pattern is clear. AI is becoming a standard feature of the tools you already own, not a separate thing you bolt on. For you, this has a real and immediate payoff. There's a good chance you're already paying for AI features you haven't switched on. The software you bought last year is not the same software today. These companies push new capabilities constantly, and most operators never read the release notes. You could be one settings menu away from the automated follow-up from this week's case study, sitting in your account right now. Your forward-looking action. This month, open your main software platform and find the AI or automation settings. Or just email your rep and ask one question. What AI features are included in my current plan that I'm not using? You may find the exact tool from this week's case study is already in your account, paid for, waiting to be turned on. Don't go buy what you might already own. That's it for 5-day. Find all 5 Main Street Media shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Monday.